Shut up. Wallet, watch, jewelry.
Absolutely not. I mean, you're a big man, but you're out of shape. And what, you're 3 beers in already?
What is up, Gothamites? I guess this is Gothamites, or should I say Alfredites? Is that going to be a new thing now? I'm not sure. But in case you didn't realize already from the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about the new Alfred TV show and what I think of it. And some of you guys may already know about this, some of you may not. I don't expect this to be a mega long video, but I just thought I'd tell you all the details that we know as of right now and give my thoughts on it as a whole, because yeah, I'm a bit baffled as to this show. It sounds exciting, but it's also something that we didn't necessarily ask for. Kind of like Krypton, but at the end of the day, that show has done well and been renewed for a second season. So I try, do you know what I mean? I try and look at both ways of this instead of being like, oh, god damn it, another prequel. How's this going to be? Did anyone ask for this? Yeah, screw this show. Anyway, everybody, if you managed to get onto this video somehow because YouTube just doesn't like the subscription feed at the minute, give it a like so other people can find it and see it, and it really supports the channel. Apart from that, subscribe if you're brand new for more Gotham-like videos like this, even though this isn't technically Gotham. So, Boba, what are you talking about? What is this freaking Alfred TV show? So, as we all know, Gotham has been renewed for a 5th and final season, but that is going to be it. It could be 10 episodes, could be 13 episodes. I'm not on top of that right now, but we're not really talking about that right now. Bruno Heller isn't ready to say goodbye to this world at all, and that is why this Alfred thing is a thing now, and it's actually going to be picked up by the premium cable network known as Epix. So very similar to the Gotham series, guys, Bruno Heller will be writing the pilot and also executive produce the series, but also Danny Cannon, who also directed a bunch of episodes of Gotham and helped produce that series as well, will be doing the same for the Pennyworth TV show and probably directing a couple or maybe one episode at least. So we have the same magic hands that were on Gotham as are now in Pennyworth. This show, which I keep calling the Alfred show, is actually, I believe, going to be called Pennyworth, and it's been already straight up ordered for a 10-episode run, and it will surround the adventures of Alfred just as he's left the SAS in London, and he'll also be with none other than Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's father, and that sounds quite exciting in the sense that what we know from the Gotham TV show. And when people ask me who are my favorite characters or who is my favorite character, I will always say Alfred, or like someone like that in the background who isn't one of the most prominent figures. But Alfred, Sean Pertwee's Alfred, is also my favorite live action Alfred out there. He's been remarkable. So I kind of see with what they've teased throughout the 4/now 5 seasons, which we'll get of this show, why they're really interested in this character's background, because just to disclaim as well, Sean Pertwee will have nothing to do with this, which makes sense as well, guys, because you can't expect someone of Sean Pertwee's age. I'm not saying he's a dinosaur or anything like that, but it's going to be set in the 1960s in London, so he's not obviously going to be, you know, age appropriate for that role. And not only will Sean Pertwee not be involved, apparently the Pennyworth TV show is actually completely outside of the Gotham universe. So as of now, this is in fact a younger Alfred, but not the younger Sean Pertwee Alfred we have connected to Gotham. Now, as I mentioned, through Sean Pertwee's Alfred in Gotham, we've seen a really cool, brusque, well-trained, a slightly younger Alfred than what we're used to. So I get why they would want to make this show, but I feel like it is pretty disappointing that it won't be the younger version of Sean Pertwee's Alfred, or the Alfred that we see in Gotham. I just don't get why they're disconnecting it unless they really want the Gotham show's universe to kind of crumble and just be left for dead, especially after it's now been cancelled. So obviously we're going to get a much younger Alfred based on the Alfred we know in the Gotham universe. Now, it won't be linked to Gotham at all, in the sense that it will have nothing to do with Gotham City. I mean, we might hear from Thomas Wayne about Gotham City, but in terms of the actual show Gotham, of course it won't have any direct links to it, because Alfred isn't even over there yet. Thomas Wayne hasn't taken him over there to, you know, look after his son and his family. But yeah, don't be on the lookout for anything major to do with Batman or anything like that, because you'll be severely disappointed. This is a pure backstory on the Alfred character, giving us insight into the life that we've been teased through, you know, I don't know, when he's talked to Bruce about his previous SAS, you know, secret British service forces, training, fighting, and all that gizmos that has been displayed so well throughout the seasons that it made, you know, our Alfred Pennyworth within this Gotham universe such an interesting character. So I do get why they are making it. In my opinion, it does make sense. I do understand how they love the characters. Alfred in recent years, especially with Sean Pertwee's Alfred, has kind of turned from, you know, the different types of Alfreds. Like, I guess you could look at Michael Caine, but they could have backgrounds of, you know, serving like they have in the past before. Or you just have the really formal butler Alfred, which, you know, Sean Pertwee's Alfred is. He's very like Master B, blah, blah, blah. But they aren't exactly the most intimidating, combat-worthy kind of person when we're looking at this really classical kind of Alfred. So with the Alfred we've been given on Gotham, is given training to Bruce, who's done so much stuff like that, who can actually protect himself, and is actually been protecting Bruce up until now, until most recently, where he can kind of look after himself, is a kick-ass mother-flipping Alfred, on top of just all the natural Alfred qualities anyway, to the point where I get how, you know, with the history of this character in this universe, in the Gotham universe, with the SAS and everything like that, that can be really explored. But is this what the fans want? Are we really interested in seeing this? Now, as I was saying, and comparing it to Krypton, that wasn't the most necessary show. It made sense, just like this Alfred show makes sense, but do we need it? Do we really want that? But they went ahead and made it anyway. Obviously, some people were pumped for it, but the general consensus was just like, it isn't necessary, and that, I'm just going to say that, it wasn't. And the same thing I'm feeling, and people are saying about this Alfred show, but at the same time, as much as some people found Krypton boring, it definitely got renewed. People were enjoying it. So the same thing is with this Alfred TV show, or Pennyworth as it might be called. Even though this isn't the most natural show to be picked up, or created after Gotham, who knows? It may do really well. The only thing is, all the other shows that we know are on like a basic cable network, but this is going to be on a premium cable network, so it's just like, with nobody necessarily asking for it, and also putting it on a premium cable network known as Epix, it's just like, will it actually do that well? Did they really believe in it that much to put it on a network like that? I don't know. So even though I've given a very basic outline of the show, as I mentioned earlier, Thomas Wayne will be involved, and as we know in Gotham, Alfred has spoke about how Thomas Wayne picked him up off the streets, made him into this man that he was an inch away of becoming something totally horrible. He was a complete mess if it wasn't for Thomas Wayne, and I'm really hoping they actually show that. They show Alfred after the SAS a bit of a mess, and then with what we've been outlined with the Pennyworth show, apparently after Alfred has left the SAS, the newly unemployed Alfred will go into business with Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father. The two will form a secret company, which presumably provides the bulk of, you know, the Pennyworth adventures, and I'm reading that from Screen Rant. So yeah, that makes sense. Thomas Wayne over in London, and then I guess eventually he would bring him back over to America and, you know, and Gotham. Maybe even Thomas Wayne will be away at certain parts, and Alfred is left to look after this secret company they have going on in London, which would explain why Thomas Wayne wouldn't necessarily be in the show all the time. But then eventually, I guess when the series ends kind of thing, Alfred would be called or offered the job of, you know, their butler to look after the family in, you know, the Wayne Manor, which makes sense. So all of this is very predictable. It's just the unpredictability of it is basically the secret company that they're forming in London. That's basically going to be the adventures of this show, and origin of our Alfred into the man that he will one day become. And a Gotham TV show has given us the vision of the Sean Pertwee Alfred that we're going to get when Bruce is basically Batman, which will be happening in season 5 of Gotham, which is crazy. So I think that definitely, I guess, give it a shot, this show. I definitely think it could be surprisingly good, but at the same time, as I keep saying in this video, nobody asked for this. Nobody asked for this at all. I think, you know, similar thing with Krypton, as I keep mentioning as well, but that doesn't mean it won't be good. So I have both feet in both sides of the park. One is just like, I'm not so sure, you know, but then the other one's telling me, like, I guess, you know, give it a shot, it could be great. So I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Are you excited somewhat for this Pennyworth TV show? Bear in mind, it is going to be on the premium cable network Epix as well. It's not going to be on like other normal network TV cable network. What is going on in my brain? TV show networks. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts the show, if at all. Also, what do you think of the premise and how he's going to be in London with Thomas Thomas Wayne are going to start the secret company? Do you think that's all these adventures that could be a possibility? Do you think that the possibility of all of these adventures that could be happening with that are enough to keep the show going episode after episode? Bear in mind, it's only 10 episodes in the first season. I think that's fine. It could give a very strong first season as well, with, you know, instead of like a lot of filler crap already. So I say yeah, even though it's kind of like Solo at the minute. Nobody really asked for that Star Wars story film, but it could be a big bag of fun, like the big bag of Star Wars fun that I found that film, big bag of TV fun here that we're getting with Alfred, surprisingly. I don't know, but either way guys, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy it. It really does help out the channel and promote the video. And other than that, if you are new to this channel, why not subscribe for more Gotham or Gotham videos or other TV show videos just like this. Apart from that, I want to thank all my patrons, of course, popping up on the screen right now. If you're curious as to what my Patreon is, or what even is a Patreon, head over to the top link in my description to check out all the tiers that you can get in return for rewards if you pledge. Other than that, guys, I have social media. You can follow me on Twitter. I have a Discord server in the links in the description as well. Other than that, guys, I think that is everything. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.